Shocking turn of events tonight. Chelsea pull out of the race for Manuel Ugarte, a player that only 24 hours earlier Portuguese media are reported was all but a completed deal, and that the early part of this week, around the 5th or 6th of June, he would be in the UK completing his medical. Over the course of Sunday, Paris Saint-Germain increased their offer to the player again above 5 million euros per year. Chelsea have decided to pull out. We're going to go into this in more detail, why Chelsea have done it, what's next, who they're going to go for, and they will intensify their talks, according to the mainstream media now, with Moises Caicedo from Brighton. They are looking for 2 midfield players minimum this summer transfer window. But the shocking news to come out that they have pulled out of a deal that only 24 hours ago they were reported to be on the verge of completing. Hit the like and the share button. Subscribe to the Terrace. Let's go. Chelsea Football Club have pulled out of the race for Manuel Ugarte as things stand right now. There's no word that they may get back involved later. As of right now, they're pulling out. And I'll read what the report here. This was an exclusive from Ben Jacobs. Fabrizio Romano has also confirmed this news. But he says here, incredible drama. Chelsea's position is they made Manuel Ugarte a competitive offer and higher than the number reported, by the way. But PSG topped it. Chelsea are not prepared to go above market value. And this has been a very interesting transfer all round, because only last week, there were some really respected Chelsea journalists who we reported on. We reacted to their news. The stated personal terms were agreed. It was then stated that this was not true. That changed again over the course of Thursday and Friday. So, well, it was true, but Paris Saint-Germain have doubled Chelsea's offer. Chelsea, as we know, reported by Fabrizio Romano, went back in, offered an even bigger increase. We were told 3.5 million per year. That's now been confirmed by Ben Jacobs as being higher than the reported amount by the media. But Paris Saint-Germain have come in again and said, absolutely not. There's 5 million per year. And Chelsea believe that is way above market value for a player like him. And they are moving forward no more with this transfer. My first ask from you, the viewers, is your opinion on this. What is your take of this scenario? Because it was only an hour before this news broke that the Portuguese press, the French press, the English press collectively were reporting that Chelsea were offering investment into Sporting Lisbon as a club. Clearlake, anyway, not Chelsea Football Club, but Clearlake, who own Chelsea, were offering investment to get this deal done. And Sporting had told Ugarte, we're not even accepting PSG's bid. You're going to Chelsea. It felt like all roads led that way. The Portuguese press were convinced just 24 hours ago that this was going to be a deal completed for Chelsea Football Club. So I want to get your reaction. I want to know your thoughts, your feelings, your opinion surrounding this. Listen, the window hasn't officially opened, and this is already an epic, epic saga. And for me, I keep telling you all this for years. This isn't because I'm an expert. It's because I'm just around it all the time until a deal is complete. Forget done deals. Forget personal terms. These are all important milestones that you need to report on. But until a deal is complete, anything can happen at any moment. Nothing's off the table ever. Doesn't matter who's tweeted it, who has said it, what direction it's going in. There are always twists. There are always turns. And that's why I personally find it exciting. But have Chelsea done the right thing? Or do you believe they've made a mistake by not matching or bettering PSG's bid? I want to know now. Now, what Fabrizio has gone on to say here, he said that Chelsea are pulling out. PSG are now leading to sign the player. The player was open to the Chelsea move. So again, the player has not rejected Chelsea in terms of playing for the club, Poch, or anything along those lines. But PSG offered more, and Chelsea are not willing to pay above what they consider to be his market rate. Paris Saint-Germain are now working to close in on Manuel Ugarte deal at the beginning of next week. Chelsea have left the race as things stand. So Fabrizio has put that caveat in there, as things stand. And that's because it could change. It could change. Who knows? Maybe Paris Saint-Germain changed their mind. Maybe the player wakes up in the morning and goes, "Do you know what? I think I'd rather accept less money. I want to go to the Premier League." And suddenly Chelsea would be interested again, no doubt. They obviously rate the player highly. So it's going to be intriguing to see what happens in relation to that. Now, what Simon Phillips has reported, which needs to be focused on now for Chelsea, is that Chelsea are pushing for Caicedo even before the latest Ugarte news. I expect Romelu Lavia to come back into the frame because Poch is keen on two new sixes or two new central midfield players, and everyone's really focused now, hyper focused on sixes and eights. Caicedo can operate in multiple positions. As an example, Lavia more of that six role, in my view. You may have a difference of opinion. Share it with me. A number of Chelsea journalists are now talking about the situation with Caicedo, and that's now expected to intensify very, very quickly. Chelsea want their business done early. They want to give Mauricio Pochettino the best preseason possible. This is a setback as far as they're concerned. That's what they're briefing the media with. But they have plans. They have multiple players that they're looking at. They're happy with their next targets. But what they do not want to do is continue to overspend. And maybe this is a lesson learned through some of the activities that went on last year with buying players that were not needed, overpaying people. They're obviously going to take a loss on some of those players going into this summer. And they don't want to repeat that. So they're looking like they're being very resolute. And I think if other clubs are doing this, I think if City did it, I think if Arsenal did it, this would almost be celebrated by the media as good business. So I kind of wonder how people are gauging this on the on the outside, as it were. There's a comment here I want to read you out there. This is what somebody said earlier on today. It said, "I'm not." This is a Chelsea fan. So I want to give you this opinion. He says here, as annoying as it is, because I thought this deal was done. He's not a player I know too much about. And I'm much happy with the fact that we're going to be going after Moises, Caicedo, and potentially Lavia as they are Premier League proven. Who agrees with that? I'd love to get your take. Bobby Vincent here, another very credible Chelsea source, says, as reported earlier, Chelsea are now pushing for a move for Moises Caicedo, and I expect that to intensify after the Ugarte news. So a lot of the Chelsea-based journalists are really coming out now in full force, pushing this news about Caicedo, and I'm not surprised to see it. I'm not surprised to kind of see this going on as things stand here. But there we go. Listen, I want to get everybody's views. I want to get everybody's opinions. Big, breaking, shocking news to a lot of people. No one saw this coming. But I suppose that's maybe not if you're a Chelsea fan tonight, but that is the beauty of the transfer window. Please make sure you hit the like button before you go, even if the news ain't great. The Terrace your support in there. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. We'll keep you updated with everything that goes on. We'll keep giving you that platform for you to have your say and give your opinion in. And we'll speak to you again soon. Thank you.